this lovely subscriber of mine did, and this person, as you know, has sent me quite a few like drone photos, things like that, and you know, to because they again, you know, I suppose the family would call them a girl, but they went to the site because they couldn't. They wanted to understand what had happened. You know, they felt this empathy with Nicola and they wanted to understand what had happened. And this is a man, and I think men feel very protective about Nicola. And like, well, what happened? Blah, 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 blah. So they went there, they took some drone footage, they walked the walk around the river, etc. And they've made this little video, and they had problems sending it by email, so they put up a little YouTube channel, and when I say a little, it's just to put this video up, really, just because that was the only way they could share it with me so that I could show it. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what they did, and I think it's dead clever. And it's a shame the police didn't do something like this, because what did the police do? Oh, that's what, sorry, Sweet Fanny Adams. That's what the police did. So it's made this little video visualizing Nicola Bulley's walk. Let's just read what he says. Not much made sense about this case, so I paid a visit to St. Michael's on Wye and I made a video to help me understand things a little better. Although walking in Nicola's footsteps did help settle my mind, I must admit I was more confused than ever about how a healthy young lady walking her beautiful dog could slip in the river and not be found for 3 weeks. Okay, so let's have a look. Well, hang on, I'm going to play it again in a minute. I don't know about you, but I just think that's so beautiful. Like, I can't do anything like that. So I love any video that I've seen of the river, that especially ones like that. I can't do that. So it's so nice to see what someone else has done. And now he's put it up there on YouTube, and I suppose anyone can look at it and use it. But let's have one more look at it. Let's see what you're just saying about it. Don't you think it's beautiful, isn't it? And it's nice music. I never get tired. I must say, I never get tired of looking at that river because it is so beautiful. And if there's any comfort, you know, Nicola loved that place, and that's unfortunately where she ended up. So, but at least it was a place that she loved. It's a beautiful place. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to watch it one more time. Oh, hi, Yuli. It's beautiful, isn't it? So let's watch it one more time. And this is the person who sent me quite a lot of, you know, I've showed you before photos that they've sent me. Yeah. So I think that's good too, where it shows you how far. So this is the bench. Well, I think we've seen other videos as well, similar, to show just how far supposedly in that 3 weeks of never being found. I don't know. This case will never be forgotten by anyone, I don't think. I think it is just ridiculous. You know, we know there's more to it. We know it. Doesn't matter what anyone says to us. We know it, and we're not alone. It's not just us that know it. There's loads of people think the same thing. Even probably police who won't admit it. But yes, it's beautiful, isn't it? So beautiful, so beautiful. And thank you as well. I just want to thank everybody who sends me things like that. That beautiful photo of Nicola. It was lovely to see her looking so happy, and you know, it's nice to know that she was happy. Unfortunately, obviously, she came to a tragic end, but she was happy. On that photo you could see out, and on lots of other photos, so that's comforting to know, you know. And what people say, we didn't know her, but do you know what, does that mean that I can't feel empathy for someone just because I don't know them in real life? You know, I feel that is the most ridiculous thing to say. Just because you don't know somebody personally, you can still feel empathy for them. I don't know the people that are being bombed in Gaza, you know, but I still feel empathy for them. I don't like to think of anybody being bombed. Doesn't matter, you know, about all the politics of everything. empathy. You can feel for anyone, whether you know them or not. Hi, Persephone. Yeah. Oh. Oh, really? You feel emotional? Yeah, it is emotional, but we can't change what's happened. And that happens a lot in life, doesn't it? Things happen, tragedies happen in our own lives, in other people's lives, and we feel for them. We can't change it. But do you know what? The respect that you can show for someone is caring about what happened to them. Talking about, you know, if you've ever sort of had an experience with somebody who's lost someone, and when you see someone who you know they've lost someone, and you don't know what to say to them, do you? It's like, and some people are so, I didn't like to mention it. There's nothing worse than not mentioning it, because when you don't even discuss that person, what you're doing, pretending that person didn't even exist. That person existed. People generally like to talk about the people that they've lost, because then they've still got all those memories. They're still the same person that they were, or they were that person. They've still, you just then, oh, well, they've gone from this world now, so we're never going to talk about them again. No, that's just ridiculous. So your respect that you show is by remembering people and remembering the good times, and that's the purpose of a wake, isn't it? When you go to a wake, gosh, it's like sometimes it's a really good party. Mal, you'll know that, especially being Irish, and I'm Irish descent, so maybe that's where it comes from. But yeah, the wake is a big thing, and you sit there and you talk about that person, you bring them back to life just for that moment. Where you're saying all the stupid things they did, or all the funny memories, and that's how it is. So yeah, being emotional, it's a good thing. I mean, we don't have memories of Nicola because we didn't know her personally, but it is still nice to see her looking so happy on that picture. So yeah, always keep talking. Yeah, thank you to the creator of that. Well, you can watch it so it's on YouTube, unless I don't know if he's just put it up there while I play it on here. He may take it down afterwards, I don't know. But anyway, at the moment it is there. Okay, yeah, love a good wait. Do you know, before I finish, let me tell you a story because it'll make you laugh. One day I'll tell you the whole full story of this. But anyway, I went to 2 funerals in one day. Here in Spain, I went to one funeral in the morning, which was a miserable old cranky, horrible man who, I can't even believe that I ended up going to his funeral, but I went to his funeral because his parents came over from the UK, who were in their, well, his mum, who was in her 80s, and her boyfriend turned up at my door. Oh God, it's such a long story. I can't go into that whole story. I'll tell you that on another thing. Let me just tell you about the 2 wakes. So I went to one wake in the morning that was painful, really, because nobody really had a good memory of him, because he wasn't a very nice person. Even his own mum didn't really have a good memory of him. And it was like, oh God, it was like, just get through it, get through the funeral, get through the wake. And then, unfortunately, in the afternoon, I went to another funeral. There were literally 2 funerals, and that was like a different thing. So that was a guy who was well loved. All his family were there. There were funny memories. I knew him as well, so I suppose I had a funny memory. We all sat there, we laughed. It was just, he would have loved it, because he liked the crack, if you like. He liked it. And it was just, I mean, fantastic's the wrong word to say in a way about a wake, isn't it? We went to the funeral was solemn, but by the time we got to the pub and we all sat and had a drink, and it was actually enjoyable. And that's how a wake should be. That's how one day I'd like my wake to be. I want people to be miserable. Don't get me wrong. I want them to be miserable while I'm actually being cremated or in the actual funeral service. I want them to be bloody miserable. But then when they get to the bar afterwards, no, I want them to be laughing and joking and remembering all the stupid things that I used to do, etc. Is that Maria? Yeah, empathy and kindness is the most important thing in life. It is. It is. Yeah, X or Twitter. I try and avoid that a little bit. I do go on it sometimes. I normally put my videos on there, but steak pie. Sorry, I think I've missed that joke. Really, no, I hate speaking Spanish when I've had a drink because it's too much like work. It's like whatever job you do, you don't want to talk about it when you're out relaxing and stuff. Like a lot of my students, they'll say to me, "Oh, when I've had a drink, I can speak Spanish fluently. You know, I can get all this," because they get confidence when they've had a drink. But for me, it's the opposite. I have a drink, I start to relax. I don't want to speak Spanish. I want to relax. That was a problem between me and my Spanish boyfriend because he didn't speak any English. And then if we were out and I'd have a few drinks, I didn't want to speak Spanish. And so we just stopped speaking. Yeah, I don't understand the steak pie joke, David. I must be missing some. I'm not very quick on the uptake sometimes. Oh. Oh, look at you all. You lovely people, such lovely people on here. It's so nice. So nice. Thank you so much for being here, for all chatting, for all being so nice to each other. Oh, a steak pie breakfast at a funeral. Right, okay. I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a Scottish thing. I don't think we have a particular thing that you have at a funeral. Just drink a lot, really. It's all about, people drink at a wake, don't they, at a funeral? That's like, that's what they do, and they talk about the person as if they're like, it's nice to have photos of them around as if they were there and that. Okay, I'm going because I'm going to go and have my dinner. It's all right for you, Chumba. You've eaten. I did bring you all together. That's nice as well, because yeah, you were probably all roaming around the internet on different channels, and now I know you all still go on different channels, and I don't mind that. I'm not saying that, but I think in my membership, especially, you've come together and you've built up your community, which is lovely, and long may it continue. Okay, now there will be a live tomorrow night. It's Friday Night Live. I have not decided. I already know what I'm doing on Rant of the Day. I know that already. I could do it now, but I won't. And tomorrow night, I haven't decided what I'm going to do for Friday Night Live, but I'll think of something. Oh, so it's nearly. Oh, thank you, Mal. Thank you so much for the super. It's nearly finished now, DMV, and thank you for your lovely picture. Yeah, it's a lovely little community. So all take care. Take care, sleep well. Hasta mañana. I'll see you all tomorrow. And just thank you, all of you that support me in any way, like sending me these lovely things that you send me as well, that then I can share with the others. And it's lovely. So, buenas noches. Rant of the day. Yeah, I already know what I'm doing for tomorrow, but anyway, okay. Thank you so much. And remember to always live and love wisely, carefully. Don't go stabbing yourself in the bathroom. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? But anyway, and also look after you first, because you are the most important thing. It's so important that you look after yourself. And as always, may your God always go with you. Bye. Bye.